How are we doing, guys? Moose here, episode 60 of our West Ham United career mode, and we come into this huge episode for us. It's a massive game coming up. The FA Cup replay at the Emirates taking on Arsenal. You can see we've had to mix up the team a little bit. We'll have Wickham and Valencia leading the line, mainly because we have some huge games. Obviously, this game against Arsenal is arguably the biggest because it is in the Cup, but we do have a matchup against Liverpool coming up in just a couple days' time from this game, where we're going to be taking on a team that's doing very well in the league, and we are currently fighting for a Champions League spot right now. So with that, we're going to have to play probably our best players, not to mention we did use a lot of those guys in the matchup against Aston Villa a few days prior to this match, so it's forced us to rotate the squad a little bit, and we come against a fantastic Arsenal lineup. They do have Ramsey in advanced attacking midfield position, which does leave guys like Sanchez and Ozil on the bench for us, which is happy to see because Arsenal have had to rotate the squad as well because they did have Ozil and Sanchez and all them in the lineup against us in the original fixture. But you can see we have Wickham, Valencia, Rodriguez, Keontae Noble, and Delph make up the midfield diamond. Obita, another run out at left back with Reed and Kulu, and then Jenkinson finishing up the back line while Adrian plays in goal. We get an early chance here as the ball played lovely over the top to enter Valencia. Gets on the ball, hits it from about 18 yards, just on the edge of the area, and it's a nice save by Wojciech Szczesny. We then come forward yet again with a nice barrage of pressure here. Rodriguez lays the ball out wide to the Ecuadorian striker. Valencia floats it in looking for the head of Wickham, but he skies it over the bar, unfortunately. Arsenal then with their first chance of the match. Jack Wilshere floats in a free kick looking for the head of Podolski. It eventually lays out kindly to Abu Diaby, whips it into the right back Debussy, who strikes on the former Newcastle man. It does strike off the bar, and we are able to clear it away. Valencia then Creighton. He's been our main outlet in terms of attacking talent. Really good passing move as we nearly find the legs of Connor Wickham, but Arsenal do get the ball away, and they come forward in the 37th minute here. Lucas Podolski with a nice little backheel to Theo Walcott. Reed dawdles on the ball a little bit too long, allowing Walcott to strike it from close range, but Adrian does well to tip it over the bar. And another chance here, Keontae into Ender Valencia. You heard again, he chips it over the top. Connor Wickham, lovely job taking it down. Does really well with a fake shot to get around the BFG, the big German, Per Mertesacker, and that is a lovely finish from the striker Wickham. He's really been a Cup specialist for us. I'll tell you what, he hasn't done fantastic for us when he's been presented with opportunities in the Premier League, but we can't say enough about how well he's done in the Cup competitions for us. He scored a bunch in the Europa League. I think he had 4 or 5 in our Capital One Cup conquest, and then he's done really well here in the FA Cup with another sublime finish. I'll tell you what, he just does really well to beat Mertesacker. Nice little show of skill, show of pace, show of power to take the ball down. And then clinical finishing for his third FA Cup goal. It's a lovely finish past Szczesny into the bottom corner. We do get a bit fortunate here as Welbeck's header goes over the bar from a free kick in the second half. Gibbs with another chance as Arsenal started to pile on the pressure into Lucas Podolski here in the 58th minute. He chips across and looking for the head of the substitute Edin Dzeko. We do clear it away, but you'll see Nicholas Nkulu, our center back, we face another injury. He goes down with a shoulder injury is what it turned out to be, and will miss a little bit of time, so he will be ruled out for that Liverpool fixture. But a good chance from Arsenal again as a sky shot over the bar. We come forward here in the 78th minute on a counterattack. Wickham and Valencia playing a 1-2. They've developed a bit of an understanding, and they're doing very well. Valencia just uses his pace to get past the tall, slow German Per Mertesacker. He just doesn't have the pace to be able to keep up with the Ecuadorian, and he does really well, but a good clearance. Adrian with another punch here as Arsenal taking chances here in the 90th minute as they are still fighting and looking for that equalizer. They do have a sense of urgency here as Gibbs plays the ball into Jack Wilshere. He crosses the ball in, and Adrian forced to just tip it away as it was in a dangerous area near his post, but he does tip the ball over the top. Another chance, though, with Connor Wickham on the ball. Float over the top to him. He slides it in, looking for Valencia, and it's in the back of the net, and that is surely going to mean the end for Arsenal in their FA Cup run as we keep marching on to the FA Cup semi-final now. We're the 4th team to qualify for the FA Cup semi-final, and it is definitely going to be sealed now as we hit Arsenal on the counterattack as they're throwing bodies forward. Valencia beats Mertesacker again. He makes him look like an absolute fool. Beautiful bit of skill from Connor Wickham to bring the ball down. He had a fantastic game for us. 1 goal, 1 assist. Lovely performance from him. And, of course, Valencia with the same as he chipped the ball over the top to Wickham for Wickham's goal. So 1 goal and 1 assist for each of our strikers. Lovely performance, and that would be all she wrote. That was basically the last kick of the game. Oxlade-Chamberlain came on as a substitute against his former club. He celebrates as his new club is moving on to the FA Cup semi-final. Arsenal did the best they could. They brought on Sanchez, they brought on Ozil, they brought on Dzeko, all the firepower they could, but they couldn't breach our back line, and we do deservedly pick up the victory. Arsenal didn't really test our goalkeeper very much. 7 shots, none on target, though they did hold the lion's share of possession. And for me, my man of the match in this game had to be Connor Wickham. I thought he played fantastic. I thought Jenkinson was a wonderful player on the left side, really negated guys like Sanchez and Podolski. He gets 2 points for me in the Mighty Hammer voting. Winston Reid will get 1 point. I thought he did very well on the back line as well. And when you get a clean sheet, you expect to see a couple defenders in there. But we are now through to the semifinals. The draw will feature Manchester City, Southampton, Hull City, and West Ham United. So obviously, our goal in this draw would be to avoid Manchester City to make our route to the finals even easier, but we will be going to Wembley regardless. And after a great performance against Arsenal, we had to praise the boys. We see our fixture against Stoke City has been rescheduled, allowing for whoever we end up having to play in the FA Cup semi-final to be scheduled on that day. We see Nkulu, like I said, picked up a bruised shoulder. He'll be out for 9 days' time, which will rule him out for the Liverpool fixture and put his potential play in the Stoke City matchup now in doubt from there, but we'll have to see if he'll be able to make it back. Kiyate then comes to me and says, I've seen the subs for the bench for the next game, and he wants to be playing in that matchup. He might be in the subs to start off, but we'll have to see if he does come on at some point or if we did make any changes prior to picking our lineup. Obviously, with Nkulu out, it does throw a wrench in our plans, and we might have to mix up the lineup as we come to a huge matchup. It's a rainy day at Anfield. Liverpool look out of the running, and you can see we are technically within a shout. If we pick up a victory here, we would be within 3 points of the league leaders if we could do that. That would be a huge ask for us against a tough Liverpool team, obviously at home. Sturridge, Balotelli, Lallana, Henderson, Sterling, Leva. Look at the attacking talent they have in there. Then they have guys like Markovic on the bench, Ricky Lambert to offer maybe a threat. Lavezzi is their big signing. He's on the bench as well. We come out with a very strong lineup. We have to play 3 at the back. Jenkinson, Tompkins, and Reed in our makeshift back 3. Kiyate in holding midfield with Rabiot. Oxlade-Chamberlain and Jarvis to fly up the wings. Downing in attacking midfield. Dybala and Carroll looking to do their best to create for us on offense. Oxlade-Chamberlain does really well in the 8th minute to win a free kick and give us our first chance of the game as he gets around Skirtle and he just takes out the Ox as he's wont to do on occasion. He's actually wearing the armband now for Liverpool with Gerrard's retirement in this career mode. Obviously, Gerrard retired after the first season as opposed to moving to the MLS, which we'll do in real life. But Downing, against his former club, slings one with an absolute blinder of a strike into the top corner. And it's funny, when I celebrated this goal, I thought, oh, it's his old club. Maybe I should have done the show respect gesture. But Downing in the past has actually expressed, unhappiness with the way his Liverpool tenure went and not happy with how Rodgers was using him and everything like that. So I thought, maybe he would celebrate at Anfield, to be honest. So I didn't feel as bad about it. But what an absolute stunner of a free kick that is in the top corner. Nothing Brad Jones could do in terms of keeping that out. They have Mignolet in their team, but I think he's out with injury, which is why he wasn't playing, because he wasn't even on the bench, which required them to use Brad Jones, and we do beat him with a lovely goal. But Liverpool come right back, and Adrian, son, what are you doing? He comes out. It's a great block to stop Balotelli's original shot. It floats up in the air. Take a look at this. Adrian, I call him out to claim it. He doesn't make any attempt at the ball. Just lets Sturridge get onto it. He heads it right back to Adam Lallana, and all he has to do is side foot into an empty net because Adrian's left his goal to try and go get that. Lallana with a lovely finish. Can't take anything away from him. But Adrian's got to be doing better on that as we throw away an early lead here. And that allows Liverpool to pounce. They come right back on the attack. Balotelli with a chance. Great block. Another chance, and Adrian does redeem himself a bit with a nice save with his feet. But we already move into the second half here. Not a ton of chances in the early going, but Flanagan cutting forward from his left back position, looking for Jordan Henderson. Eventually the ball falls to Daniel Sturridge, and he pulls a shot just wide of the far post to Adrian's left. And we do see the scoreline stay as it is, sparing us. But Skirtle with another mistake here allows Dybala to go through, but he just hits his shot with so little power that it's a simple save for Brad Jones. And I'll tell you what, this was the first game that Dybala really did not create anything. He did so poorly. He does really well to get around here, and he doesn't score. You can see he's picked up a knock in this game. Oxlade-Chamberlain picked up a knock as well. They were able to continue until I subbed them off around about the 75th, 80th minutes was when I finally had to take both of those players off. But Dybala had a bunch of chances. Downing nearly plays Dybala through there. It falls to Kiate, back to Rabiot, and Kiate's strike eventually in this move would be deflected just wide of the bar. But Dybala was absolutely manhandled by Skrull. This was an occasion where his lack of strength, or he's not completely lacking strength, but he just doesn't have a ton of power, and it really affected us with Martin Skirtle being able to just bully him all over the pitch. He wasn't able to create anything. One chance here for Joey O'Brien, who somehow came forward from a left-back position, and he wasn't able to score. I'll tell you what, we brought O'Brien on to switch back to a four-at-the-back formation once we had to take off Oxlade-Chamberlain and Dybala, and he somehow crept into an attacking position. Great header from the Irishman, but it does go off the underside of Brad Jones' bar, and he was able to calmly keep it away. Two lovely headed clearances from the former Arsenal man, Carl Jenkinson, the English right back, to clear our final pieces of danger away. And we would hang on for a draw. That'll keep us in a relatively safe position in the table in terms of staying within the leaders, but holding on to our position without letting Manchester United gain any ground. Really good performance from us. Jarvis was my man in the match. I thought he was very dangerous, did really, really well before I had to sub him off. He gets 3 points. Downing picks up 2 as he controlled the play, pulled the strings, and Adrian Rabiot in midfield also gets 1 in our Moose's Mighty Hammer Bang. So that'll be it for this episode, guys. You'll see Dybala will be out for 8 days. That'll put his potential play in the Stoke City and FA Cup semi-final clash in doubt. Oxlade-Chamberlain is definitely going to be ruled out for that matchup, the FA Cup semi-final. So that's a huge injury issue with us. Let me know what you think I should do in the lineup. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, comment, and let me know. And we'll see you in the next episode, guys. Bye-bye.